Hey, everybody, it's me, Will.
And me, Kristen. And we just want to let you know, next week, we're going to be doing an episode about this show called Who Done It. It's a reality show from the aughts that is so weird. And we would like you to have the option to watch it as well so you know what the hell we're talking about.
Yes, it's very much like a proto version of Traitors, which is like the hot murder game show of right now. Who Done It was a show that they tried way back when. I'll put, look it up on YouTube. They have all the episodes on YouTube if you want to watch it.
Yeah.
And it is wacky and fantastic. And because we're going to talk about it next week, if you want to do your due diligence and check it out yourself, it apparently is just free online.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Yes.
So check out Who Done It, but really enjoy this episode of Guide to the Unknown. The thing we just made up became truth in my head.
So never mind. Hello, welcome to Guide to the Unknown. I'm Kristen.
And I'm her little brother, William.
And this week we are talking about freaky park stuff.
Yes.
And not just hanging out in one smoking a cig when you're a teenager. I'm talking ghosts.
Yeah, we're not talking about getting freaky.
Yeah. Ghosts, things like this.
Yes. Things that go bump in the park.
Mm-hmm.
My God.
Yeah.
How did you find your research?
How did I...
how did you find the experience of trying to gather these stories? Was it easy, difficult?
It was okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tremendous difficulty.
Oh, okay.
Over here.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how
I was narrowed down on one, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I expected that maybe there would be more. There are so many things about national parks, or there are just so many national parks.
Right.
But there's obviously, you pointed out right before we started recording, there's that meme.
Yeah.
And it's partly based on caves, but there is part of it that has to do with national parks itself, apparently. Mm-hmm. So there's this meme, you've probably seen it online. It's that two maps stacked on one another, and it's like the top map is missing persons. So dots all across the country. The bottom map is all the unmapped cave systems.
Right.
Coincident?
So, what's the deal? Yeah.
Coincident.
Coincident?
One coincident.
I think not.
And so part of it is that, sure, caves, missing people in caves maybe.
Right.
But it's that also that those caves are located in and around national parks.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's what makes a national park a national park. Mm-hmm. So just looking it up on Snopes, they give it a rating of mixed.
Yeah.
Meaning like there's a hint of truth to it, which is interesting. And I think we've talked about this before. We had done an episode about caves.
Yeah, we have an episode called Creepy Caves, episode 292, if anybody wants more on this meme in particular and more cave stuff in general.
Yeah, because we're not going to like fully get into it here, but it basically boils down to that like the data is swayed so that it's only showing missing persons around national parks.
Yeah, yeah.
So, of course...
Right.
Those maps are going to line up. But also, they make the big point that, like, correlation does not imply causation.
Yes, of course.
Just because people go missing in a national park.
Doesn't mean that they're in the caves.
Right. Yes, exactly. Right.
There aren't caves packed with missing people.
Right, exactly.
We'd find them then.
You would think so.
Yeah.
Although
well, it's not the easiest thing. Yeah, exactly. You can't just, like, pop into, like, every cave and just, yeah.
And that is something that's kind of interesting about this topic just in general, is the idea that, like, national parks were declared to be some sort of, like, a place of historic importance or whatever.
Right.
And you would think that that means that they're all well charted, but people go missing in national parks.
Oh, yeah.
People end up falling to their deaths in national parks.
Yeah, totally.
And apparently it becomes a kind of a hot spot for hauntings.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to be talking about Yellowstone National Park in particular.
Oh, no.
And what?
Well, I know one thing that happened there.
What?
All those picnic baskets went missing. April Fools.
William.
You should see your face. I got you so good.
God damn it. April Fool is so annoying. Even that's annoying.
We're recording on April 1st, and so we're already inundated with...
So irritating.
Crap.
Yeah, just every headline I've been like, what? And like, ugh. God damn it.
I know.
No, so Yellowstone, just to touch on it, because it's kind of relevant here, when it became a park in 1872, it was always... The thing about, researching like when it became a park, it was always land and everything, obviously. But then Ulysses S. Grant was like, okay, it's going to become preserved and like we're not going to ever build on it or whatever.
Yeah.
He called it a pleasuring ground. Okay.
Ew. So
Yeah,
all you
totally.
hikers, you're trotting through President Grant's pleasuring ground.
Yuck.
Ew. That's amazing.
I know.
Is there any chance
I was like, okay, that goes in.
it had to make something different, mean something different than what it means to us right now,
Certainly.
right?
I think he meant a place for leisure, perhaps
Enjoying
hiking,
nature?
picnicking, enjoying nature, but calling it a pleasuring
The pleasure
ground.
of nature? Welcome to my pleasuring ground. You get the hell out of there.
I was like, ew.
Ooh, yucko. Well, we're going to be talking about all kinds of crap.
Yeah.
So stick around. Thank you for being here.
And enjoy this commercial break. Not. Okay, we're back.
We're
That wasn't
back.
so bad, right?
No, not so bad.
Yeah.
I do want to say, opposite of April Fools, we have a
Yes.
gift for everybody.
Yes.
You may not have seen it just last night, which yesterday they released Scream 7 on home media for streaming.
Yeah, as we record.
And Kristen and I instantly recorded our commentary track and released it same day.
Yeah.
Same day the movie came out, we had our commentary track up on patreon.com/GTTUpod.
Yep. So if you join us on the $4 tier or above, you'll get that commentary track and the commentary tracks for all of the Scream movies.
Yes.
As well as Blair Witch 1 and 2.
That's true.
Yeah.
Which were filmed in parks.
Yes, that's true.
Yes. Don't think I didn't try to look into that.
Yeah.
But so that's out right this second. Sometimes RSS feeds are weird, so you might not have seen it because it was close to the Monday show or whatever.
Right.
So it's up right now on Patreon. Go check it out. We'll probably have a link in the show notes. But our complete Scream 7 thoughts,
Yes.
there you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy.
Enjoy the go.
Yeah, enjoy the go. You can sync it up with the movie, and then it's like you're watching with us, annoying the shit out of you, talking through the whole thing.
Well, hey, don't sell it that way. I think we had some terrific insights.
I do as well.
Yes. All right. Can I tell you about my troubled journey?
Sure.
So I tried to look into pop culture parks. As I was like, okay, well, the Blair Witch, is the fictional woods or the Black Hills Forest.
Yeah.
They filmed it in a real set of woods. They filmed it in Seneca Creek State Park. Okay, well, does Seneca Creek State Park have any hauntings? No.
Okay. Damn.
It all is tainted by information about Blair Witch.
Right.
Which,
Yeah.
Although, and sidebar, did you see the headline about Blair Witch today?
No.
It is not April Fool's, apparently. It is true. The next Blair Witch movie has been announced.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It is going to be directed by Dylan Clark,
Oh, okay.
who I'm not familiar with his work, but apparently
know,
has
yes,
a
of
number
course.
of fantastic horror shorts.
Okay, great.
So that apparently is moving ahead.
Fabulous.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a weird time.
Great.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But so,
Boy.
yeah, that turned into
It's
a den.
raining good news.
I know, it's true.
Yeah, it
'cause you-
cancels out the annoying headlines.
Kind of, because April Fool's is such a pain.
Yeah. I'm so gullible. I believe everything too. So I'm like, what?
I know. Well, we even had our own prank we put out.
Yeah, we did. Did
Yeah.
it scare you guys?
Did it trick you?
Yeah, we said from now on, it's only silly things
Yeah.
on Guide to the Unknown. Will posted a little picture to our stories. That's our logo, but it was all bright and shiny.
Yeah, we had rosy cheeks.
You must have been freaked out.
Oh,
there.
you were probably. That's my kind of April Fool's joke. where
Yeah,
it's just
totally.
like,
It's very clear and just fun and silly.
sometimes April Fool's jokes. I saw one actually. So Rutgers, we're right by Rutgers University. You
Yeah.
and I have no reason to care or whatever.
Well, Ryan works there, so I care a little.
True. I don't think
Yeah.
this would kind of affect him
Yeah.
though. They posted that they're going to have their own train line that's going to go back and forth from their campuses.
Okay.
And my first thought was like, oh, okay. I mean, it's better than the bus system. Okay. And there's the train line that's right there. So
Is that an April Fool's?
I think so. And it's just like,
That seems mean because I would imagine that would matter to someone, right?
yeah,
So that's kind of like a messed up April Fool's joke.
your April Fool's can't be that you
we're gonna
almost
help
got
you.
something good.
Yeah.
And now but now you don't get something good.
They're a mess.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's not
That's-
the worst thing in the world, but
No, it's
that's
not,
the
but that-
kind of April Fools I see all the time where it's just like, something nice is happening. Got ya.
No, it's not. Yeah, no, that's a terrible April Fool's joke.
It's crazy. So here's finally, I did get some good,
Yeah.
scary research. What do you think you know about the
gonna be
peppermint
nothing.
forest?
About the Peppermint Forest
The peppermint forest.
from Candyland?
Well, it's where Mr. Mint and the Snow Beavers lives.
Huh, okay. Nothing.
Okay. It is from Candyland.
Yeah.
I made our April Fool's prank come true. I'm going to tell you about Candyland
Oh
Woods
my
for a minute.
Okay, great.
All right, Mr. Mint and the Snow Beavers lives there.
Wow, I did not know that.
This is from Candyland.fandom.com.
The Snow Beavers. Okay.
The Snow Beavers lives there.
The Snow Beavers lives there.
I love how that's
so
written.
nice for them.
It is a forest of candy canes the size of trees.
Okay.
It's Mr. Mint's job as the peppermint lumberjack to cut down the candy canes and turn them into peppermint piccolos.
This sounds nice.
He makes musical instruments out of peppermint trees.
Yeah.
Oddly, it is not present in the World of Sweets, which I think is the board game.
Oh.
The board of the board game has a picture, but peppermint forest is not on the board game. It's referenced.
What?
Yeah. I don't understand.
Yeah, what do you mean? Then how do we know about it? If it's not present in the board game, it's just in the greater Candyland lore?
I think
that
there's
you have to go
Candyland lore.
looking for?
Yes.
Okay. Huh.
I would guess.
Never thought about it before. Is there a Candyland movie?
Not yet.
Yeah.
I'm writing one now.
Oh, very good. Yeah. Huh, yeah. Okay.
I think if I had to guess, I would say that maybe there's like a character card for Mr. Mint.
Yeah.
And it says that he hails from the nearby Peppermint Woods or something.
Right.
So that's why it's not on the board.
Yes, I see.
I think.
Yeah.
The Peppermint Forest is where Mr. Mint and the Snow Beavers lives. That's repeated. That's literally.
Where is this from?
At Candyland.fandom.com.
Of course.
/wiki/peppermint_forest.
Why'd I even ask?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I pasted this twice, or maybe they had a blunder. I'm not sure. Okay. I wrote down, now here's my next segment, Mr. Mint data.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
His name would eventually be changed to Mayor Mint, implying that he has begun a successful career in politics.
Good for him.
Mr. Mint is...
I mean, he's a man of the people. He's a working man. He's a blue...
He knows what it's like.
Wait, what am I trying to say? Blue collar worker.
Yes. Well, pink and white collar worker, because it's all peppermints and stuff.
True.
Mayor Mint is seen using a peppermint wheelchair with sledding capabilities.
Okay.
In the 2010 edition of the game, Mr. Mint was replaced by the Duke of Swirl for unknown reasons. I think the Duke of Swirl murdered Mr. Mint.
Yeah, what happened there? Was it a political coup?
I think so.
Does he become mayor?
I think it says something
The
here
Duke
about...
of Swirl? I mean, is Duke above mayor? Maybe.
Not the Duke of Squirrel, the Duke of Swirl.
Swirl. Yeah, misspeaking a lot, but yeah.
Yeah, I think there was a regime change.
Oh, it sounds like it.
Mr. Mint is mentioned as being a member of the Royal Minted Police, which is a reference to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, also known as the Mounties. Unfortunately, and this is still from their website, that does mean that ACAB applies to Mr. Mint.
Yeah. Wait, that was from the website?
Yeah. So some ne'er-do-well got into the Candyland wiki and said all cops are bastards, includes Mr.
That's
Mint.
really funny.
Now, that is not the only forest in Candyland. There are also, of course, the Lollipop Woods.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. The Lollipop Woods is where Princess Lolly resides. Players can get lost in these woods and can only leave the space of the woods occupied upon drawing a particular card.
Okay.
Princess Lolly data. Princess Lolly assisted Grandma Nut. She assisted Grandma Nut when Lord Licorice was eating her peanut brittle house. Lord Licorice.
Yeah. What are you up to? And why are you doing that?
This whole world is made
Again,
of candy.
Yes, and you're a lord.
Yeah.
Like, don't you have enough money to not be eating a grandma's house?
That's how he remains a lord.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That sounds more about jollies than just food and necessity.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about Jollies. He's a sick deviant who's rumored to
He's
live
a bad
in the
guy,
Lollipop
right?
Woods.
Lord Licorice?
It doesn't sound like a good guy. Believe it or not, this is all I know about Candyland.
If I remember correctly. Well, I got to tell you, I think the wizards were whispering to you because Mom wants to play Candyland when you guys come over on Easter.
All right.
She told me.
Listen, I'm
so
in.
you heard something.
I'll do it. Mm-hmm. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Believe you me. But can I play
and now you have all this backstory.
Can I please play as Grandma Nut?
Yes. Grandma Nut.
Grandma Nut. All right. So from something stupid, prank concluded.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the
yes.
April Fool's prank?
Yes, I did.
It was a little taste of Guide to the Unknown of literally talking about candy.
Yeah.
Prank over. All right. Real scary stuff start.
Yeah.
All right. I wanted to go get close to home.
Mm-hmm.
So I started looking up the Delaware and Raritan Canal. Mm-hmm. This is close to you.
Yeah.
And there's a rumor that I have heard that there are now this is literally a man-made canal. So it runs, long story short, hundreds of years ago, before we had trains.
Yeah.
Before we had the Rutgers train system.
Right.
The Delaware Raritan Canal was built so that they could get like coal and lumber back and forth between New York and Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. And times obviously changed, but we no longer need to put coal on a boat and float it down a canal that directly connects these two cities.
Right.
So now it's just kind of a hiking trail. Mm-hmm. And it was officially listed as a state park.
Yeah.
The Delaware Raritan Canal Park. You just walk this very long trail, very often very scenic trail. Lovely to be by the water.
Lovely.
But I have heard, I think every time that I've gone to walk it, someone brings up the idea that supposedly when it was first constructed, the people who constructed it would sometimes die on the job, and their bodies are in the walls of the canal.
Yes.
You've heard this?
We talked about it.
Are you sure? I tried to find where we talked about it.
I would imagine that it's in episode 149, The Spirits of Somerset County.
I checked specifically in there, and I could not find it. So I'm hoping that I'm not doubling up, because I do feel like we have talked about it before, and I specifically checked that episode. But it's also possible that I overlooked it.
Yeah.
But I do think I have relatively new information.
Okay.
So, all right. The belief that there are bodies in the walls of the canal is just obviously not true. And you hear that about like various structures around the globe.
Right. I think it is true.
You think it is true?
Yeah.
Because everything I saw said it's not true. What do you know? What have you been up to?
No, I hate to.
You found a boot?
No, I feel like I'm sorry to contrast you, but I feel like if people find the episode, they're going to hear me saying that I found that it was true.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe I'm misremembering. God knows I often say things wrong on the show.
Maybe I spent too long in the lollipop woods.
But no, go ahead. Let's find out.
Well, here's what some people have said anyway,
Yeah.
because I don't have a ton about this.
Yeah.
In October of 1861, Union troops were driven down the infamous Ball's Bluff.
Of course, my favorite local bluff.
We all know about Ball's Bluff.
Yeah.
Into the river on the other side of some island, whatever. And they started to, and their bodies, so they were attacked. Their bodies floated through the canal downstream all the way to Washington, D.C.
Damn.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's nuts.
That listen, there was a war.
Yeah.
But it's like bodies landed in the canal and just floated like hundreds of miles without being impeded.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know.
And then this is all from canaltrust.org. I guess some sort of an organization that loves trusting canals.
Yeah.
Imagine being a lock keeper or boatman and hearing gunfire over the wooded hills and then watching the dark shapes float by in the river before even learning about the particulars of the battle.
Oh, that's awful.
It really is horrible. Many people have seen supposedly this exact haunting. Now, this is a direct quote from this website, Canal Trust. Some report seeing a red bearded man and an African American woman. However, on second glance, and then it just says they would be gone. Trick of the light, perhaps. But my brain filled in.
Yeah.
This is more about me now.
Yeah.
They said some people reported seeing a red bearded man and an African American woman. However, on second glance, and I'm like, it was a red bearded woman and an African American man.
Just switched. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Doesn't it sound like
totally.
It's setting up for the old switcheroo?
Yes, absolutely.
No, we didn't get the old switcheroo.
Yeah. Damn.
But this is what is said to be the one thing.
Yeah.
And I don't understand it. From 1972, the canal developed a local legend. Residents of Griggstown claimed to see a feral cow along the canal.
Yikes.
Does this ring a bell to you?
No.
Okay. All right. Thank God. So, I don't know what a feral cow is.
Me neither. Feral cow. I mean, aren't they? I don't know.
What does feral imply to you?
Like free roaming?
But that's just a cow.
I know.
That's just a, yeah.
Well, is it that if it's like not a cow that's on a farm, is it then feral?
Right.
You know what I mean?
What? Yeah.
It is weird to think of just cows in the wild.
I know. Yeah, but I out of curiosity, so I just looked up the definition of feral.
Yeah.
Feral refers to animals or plants that have escaped domestication and
Right.
reverted to a wild, untamed state. So it's not just that, like, Moo,
Yeah.
the cow, least creative name in the history of the world, Moo the cow. But it's not just that Moo got out of the fence and now, therefore, it's feral. It's walking loose.
Yeah, no.
This needs to be like
Right, no, it's something has to have developed,
A
basically.
cow gone
it's
mad.
living off the land itself.
Yes.
And, like, it has its own deal now.
Yes, but
Yeah.
Untamed, untamable.
Yeah.
You're not going to keep me down.
Yeah,
this
totally.
is like the Michael Myers of cows.
Interesting.
So they say that a feral cow has been seen, said to be the ghost of one of many cows herded alongside the canal. Now, this is confusing.
Yeah.
The folklore endured for 30 years, and then it ended
Yeah.
because an actual bull ended up being found in a ditch.
This is crazy. So this is all along my drive to work.
Yes.
There was a feral cow, and it had a fight with a bull.
No. They're saying what?
Sorry, I was reading your
Pokemon battle?
I was reading like the river and stuff, and being like, "This is my drive to work, right?" Okay, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But no, they found a bull that fell into the canal.
Okay.
They pulled the bull out,
Okay.
and that concluded anyone believing in the ghost cow. That's what this says. I saw this in multiple places.
Yeah.
Because everyone copy and paste the same
Yeah.
data,
Yeah.
So why? Okay, a bull is not a cow. A bull is.
I know. I'm confused.
Oh, so am I.
What does this mean?
I don't know, but you are going to have
Yeah.
to do some boots on the ground research.
I
You
guess so.
keep your eyes peeled for that feral
Yeah,
cow. I like the
yeah.
idea of a cow that's just like side-eyeing you.
I know. I saw a fox once
That counts.
in the field. It was beautiful.
I saved a dog the other day.
You did?
Yeah.
What happened?
Leash the dog, right?
Absolutely.
We were driving the kids. We were going somewhere. I don't remember where. And we saw a dog run into the road in front of us. And we thought that it was with some guy that was getting into his car right there. But then it turned out that he was a delivery guy. And he started looking at us like,
Yeah.
Like the universal gesture of, I don't know where this dog came from.
Yeah, totally.
And Allie and I, we pulled the car over and we both hopped out of the car to try to triangulate this little scrappy terrier.
Yeah.
And then a cop came by. You'd be proud of
Wow,
your
good timing.
your little brother. I
Yeah.
put the halt gesture out for the cop, which was kind of fun.
Stop there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cease motion now. And she got out and started helping us too. She had a huge bag
Yeah.
of treats in the trunk of her car.
Oh, good.
And she was tossing all these treats to this dog who's now making out like a bandit.
Yeah.
But then these kids, these like neighborhood kids, are trying to help us too, but they don't understand. They're like running after the dog, which only
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
it
yeah.
run further.
Right.
And so eventually, a different little girl came out of the house, believed to be the dog's house, and managed to get a hand into its collar, and then it was
Oh, okay.
thrashing all crazy.
Yeah.
And I swooped in and picked up the dog, and it like nipped at me and stuff. But then I
Yeah.
held on to it, and we got it home. And it turned out that there was a woman inside that house the entire time. Al had rung the doorbell. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
And the woman was just kind of like, "Huh? What?"
Yeah.
It was like, "Oh, come on.
Come
You don't
on.
know there's all this commotion happening outside?"
Snap two.
Snap two. Take care of this dog.
Yeah.
And as I was walking away, I heard the cop go, "This is the second time this has happened."
Oh, boy.
Oh,
I hope some changes are made.
leash the dog.
Oh, yeah. Leash that dog.
But yeah, we saved a dog.
Good.
good.
That's wonderful.
That wasn't a ghost dog.
Right. Just a normal dog. But you
weren't even
you,
a feral dog.
You may have kept it from becoming a ghost dog.
That's true. Yeah, protector of dogs.
Yes. Excellent.
Thank you.
Yes.
Anyway, this bull that was found in the canal, they euthanized it.
Oh, damn.
So this could be a ghost that you spot,
Yeah, I guess so.
and spy.
Yeah.
So anyway, I wanted to get something that was kind of around us, and I like the
yeah.
idea that it was something near you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the idea
Well,
of
thank
you
you.
having to contend with a ghost cow.
Just in the middle of the road.
Although what's weird is like they speak out of both sides of their mouth about this feral cow because
Yeah.
they say that maybe it was the ghost of one of many cows that had been marched along the thing, but then they also just do refer to it as if it is a
Like
wild,
singular?
untamable cow.
Yeah. Huh. Very strange.
I don't know. So you're gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah, I guess so.
on your own. And then because I was struggling. I even started looking up, like, all right, Die Hard was filmed in a park. What happened in the Die Hard park?
Yeah.
In Die Hard 3, they like solve a riddle about water jugs.
Yeah.
That happened in Tacoma Park or something. And I started looking into that, and it was like there was a cannibal in that park.
Oh.
He made a soup out of a human and fed it to homeless people.
What?
That's what it said. Die Hard. I already closed it because I was like, this is disgusting.
I've definitely done this too, where I've been like, I didn't cover this, and now I'm trying to, and I don't remember.
Tompkins Square Park in New York City. Supposedly there was a cannibal, a self-described cannibal, who made a certain soup and fed it to people. I don't know.
Who was
if
the
it's true.
soup made from?
Who was the soup made from?
Yeah.
Are you asking if they were tasty, or what do you mean? What is that?
Was there a murder victim here? Like that?
Yeah, it was not willing.
God, like what happened?
Ironically, his name was Campbell.
William.
Well, come on.
Come on. It's right there.
That was too good.
Or was his name Chunky? Chunky soup.
No, I know. But Chunky's not the brand. The cannibal soup could be Chunky.
Well, no, but Campbell's Chunky soup.
Maybe his name was Chunky Campbell.
It is a brand. It's not the overarching
You're right.
company.
You are right.
Yeah.
You are right. All right, Cannibal Die Hard park where filmed. I don't know. Look up the Tompkins Square
All
Park.
right, fine.
It was making me sad. It was,
this is a terrible story.
it was awful. So
Yeah.
I backed away from it.
Yes,
But
I
then
understand.
There are Daniel Paul Rakowitz was an American murderer and cannibal.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah. So in '89 he walked around Tompkins Square Park in the East Village, bragging to some people he believed were his disciples that he had killed a person.
Ugh.
Yeah, he made a soup.
Oh, this ain't good.
Yeah, he made a soup. Apparently,
Stop saying he
it seems
made a
like
soup.
that. It seems like that's true.
Yeah.
Served some of the remains in the form of a soup to the homeless in Tompkins Square Park. That's true.
Mm-hmm. Ugh.
And then Die Hard comes along
Well, that's
years
bad.
later for one of the most iconic, enjoyable scenes in cinema history.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that is really good.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great scene.
Yeah, no, it is. Unquestionably.
But I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh dear God.
Oh.
So I backed away
Damn
from
it.
that, and then I was like, all right, just give me some. I need an Old Faithful.
Yeah, yeah.
Ironically, I could have looked up Old Faithful. I'm sure that's in a national park.
Yeah, probably.
Instead, I looked up the Grand Canyon.
Okay, great.
Or as I'm going to call it from now on, the Dud Canyon. Did you know... what do you think you know about...
Did I know there are no ghosts in the Grand Canyon?
What do you think you know about the wandering woman in the Grand Canyon?
Nothing.
She wears white.
Oh.
Did you know that?
Big surprise.
And she's looking for...
What ghost
her
lady
baby.
doesn't?
I know.
Yeah.
All these ghost ladies are wearing white and looking for babies
Right.
and husbands.
Right.
She does that too.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
At night, you can hear her crying. No one knows why.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
They say maybe her death originated at the Grand Canyon Lodge. This was unique, at least. According to several witnesses, the fire that happened at the lodge on September 1st in the year 1932, her face was visible in the flames.
Cool.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, I like that.
To date, if a door is left open at the lodge, it slams abruptly. She's just doing her due diligence.
Yeah, couldn't be a breeze.
No.
No.
Breezes are impossible.
Yeah.
There's also the grieve of... Grieve?
The grief.
There's also the...
You caught it from me.
We grieve at the grave.
Yeah.
Of Rhys Griffiths. Maybe that's right.
That is hard to say. Yeah.
Rhys Griffiths was a foreman and on a blasting crew that was clearing out some of the Grand Canyon, which I thought happened naturally. Apparently, it was blasted.
Oh, yeah. It's they made the canyon?
No.
Oh.
No, it was... I'm just saying. It's supposed to be quite
Yeah.
large.
Yeah, right. It's like, huh. I did not know that.
But he was crushed by a boulder. Before his death, he expressed his wishes to be buried in the Grand Canyon.
Oh.
And so they fulfilled his wishes, which I think is nice. But also, if you're crushed...
I'm surprised they did. You know what I mean? It seems almost like, people wanting their ashes spread at Disney and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course.
But all right, I'm glad to hear it.
Well,
sure.
What I'm going to say is horrible, but follow
Also, it was
me.
a longer time ago. What you said? It was
32.
Yeah.
22. Yeah, 22. If you're blasting in the Grand Canyon and you get crushed by a boulder and your wish is to be buried in the Grand Canyon.
What, you're thinking you should just blast the boulder? And then
I'm saying the work is already it's like already almost done.
William. What, they're just going to leave him there? You just walk away. You're like, well, he did get buried.
Yeah.
Just dust your hands off and walk away.
I'm just saying it sounds convenient.
It is kind of convenient, but you just can't. It's one of those things where it's like, honestly, it's basically done, but we can't.
Or is there one guy that's like,
can't.
You know what? Ironically, he said he wanted this.
Yeah. I'm sure there was comment, but they went, we can't though.
Yeah. So there's a plaque, which I think is wonderful.
That's nice.
And then, there are so here's the thing about the Grand Canyon. There are 1,000 tales of hauntings, but each of them are like a one-sentencer, right? Like there's a ghost of a donkey that you ride to the bottom, and there's no other information about it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I could just say 1,000 one-sentencers about like you'll see a hiker and he'll say, howdy do, or whatever. So here's the last thing that I'm going to share with you. Okay, at Maricopa Point, a man who was in the civilian corps, don't know what that is. I got this from hauntedplaces.org. Died while putting up a railing at a Grand Canyon spot. So he was helping put together the Grand Canyon's like viewing platforms and stuff. This is literally all it says. Okay. He died while putting up a railing. Quote, I would think someone would have thought to jot down this gentleman's name, since he died so that others would not.
It would have been nice to give it a jot.
No real detail has been uncovered at this time to the point to who this poor soul might have been. Regardless, this poor soul is said to still haunt the spot in the form of a black mist that rises around the railing. And there are no comments. The fact that there's so many, there are like books about how haunted the Grand Canyon is. But then I found like just like the barest of possible details. And even hauntedplaces.org doesn't have any comments.
Not a lot to say about it.
Not a lot to say. Relatively telling. But if there was any national park, I would have thought maybe the Grand Canyon would have had
you would
some
think, because it's one of the most popular ones.
Yes.
So you would think, that's surprising.
No, I had more information about the lollipop forest. Or whatever.
Right.
Peppermint
well, because
forest.
people can make that up. People obviously make up ghosts and stuff, but they can more baldly make up the stuff about Mayor Mint and all that.
Well, I'm just saying, you watch your mouth. I'm going to send the Duke of Swirl after
No,
you.
don't.
Think this is made up? This is all true.
Don't do it. I remember being freaked out by one of these guys. I think Lord Licorice or whatever.
Really?
He looks a little scary.
Huh. I want Grandma Nut to tuck me in.
Just the name does have a comforting air.
Grandma Nut. There's something about the one syllable.
Oh, totally. It's funny.
Just
Grandma Nut.
It just thuds.
Yes, it does.
It just thunks in place. So
there
you go. Those were my struggles in the park. As usual. I'm usually put me in a national park and I'm sweating and wishing we had turned back 5 minutes ago.
I would be too.
I did my best, Kristen. I did my best.
You did beautifully.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm going to be telling us about National Park Yellowstone. After
you translate that from another language?
Yes, I did. After I tell you about patreon.com/GTTUpod. That is where you can go to get our second weekly podcast, the Netherworld Dispatch, because we have shows that come out twice a week. We've got this regular Friday show and we have a Monday show.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So you can go to Patreon, check out our different tiers, see which one works for you. And then you can get a buttload of shows. We have like 258, I think, bonus shows all together now.
As of this Monday, 259.
259, excuse me. Then we have all those movie commentaries, what we mentioned before, as well as all the commentaries for the Twilight movies.
Of course.
Also over there. We also have a Discord that awesome listeners are hanging out and talking in every day. It kicks total ass. You get ad-free episodes of Guides to the Unknown, so there are no commercial breaks. There isn't this middle spiel. It's just pure show. Liz Sauer and I have a monthly podcast. There's just all kinds of stuff over there. So please go check it out. It really supports the show and keeps us going. And you get a ton of stuff in return. So it really rules. And thank you so much to everybody who is already a member. We have a ton of people over there. It's so cool. And really, thank you.
Yes, thank you all so much. So that episode 259 is titled Scare Share. We created a channel in the Discord where people can share links to spooky clips and have us react to them. And we did just that.
Yep.
And looked at a bunch of scary stuff from online. Most of it is animals making sounds that Kristen can't quite handle.
Yeah, it's crazy. What are they doing?
We may
The
never know.
animal kingdom.
We may never know.
It's nuts. There's also Billy Corgan
that's
saying
right.
vague stuff about how
tell you.
the government has approached him and he's turned them down.
He
It's
turned down
wild.
a Faustian bargain.
Yeah. And he sees other musicians who he can tell accepted the Faustian bargain.
Because they're in a protected class.
Right. It's so wild.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So go check that out. That's waiting for you right this second. As is, again, that Scream 7 commentary. Amusingly, the moment we finished recording that Scream 7 commentary, there was Scream 8 news.
Yeah, crazy.
The Zuckerman sisters, who are a duo of writers, best known now for Poker Face, which was fantastic,
Yes.
are writing Scream 8.
Yeah.
And that news came out as we were doing the commentary, or we would have mentioned it there.
Yeah,
So I'll
totally.
just mention it here. All right. Poke around, go do that. If you would consider leaving us a review on Apple Podcasts, we may read it in a future episode. If you want to leave us stars on Spotify, we're getting very close to 600 stars.
Yeah, that'd be great.
You know I want 666 stars. That's really the
yeah.
goal. And then no more.
Yeah.
Don't you dare give us a star.
Cap it there.
Yes, please. But I think that's going to be it for this little mid-show.
All right, so we have one more commercial break, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so Yellowstone National Park. This is a big park, it sounds like. Holy mackerel. So it's mostly in Wyoming, but it goes into Montana and Idaho.
No.
This is some park.
No.
These states have some park on them.
Yogi Bear had his pick of the litter. Did you have anything about Yogi Bear in there?
No.
That's the only thing I think of when I hear about Yellowstone National Park is a bear
Yeah.
with a tie stealing picnic baskets.
Yeah.
Does anyone know what that is anymore, by the way? I said at the top of the show, I was like, no one's getting that reference.
I don't know. I don't know. Some people do.
No one cares about
It depends.
Yogi Bear.
Of a certain age.
Boo Boo's rotting corpse.
They're out there. They know.
Yeah, someone in the live chat just pointed out it's Jellystone Park. But it's based
okay.
on Yellowstone Park.
Yeah. Okay, so there are, because it's so humongous, there are a bunch of like hotels and lodges and everything within the park. And the most famous ghost in Yellowstone National Park is not actually roaming around the park itself. It's in one of the hotels.
Okay.
This ghost is the Headless Bride, and there's a whole story around her. Okay, so she made her way to the Old Faithful Inn, one of the lodges in Yellowstone, which was built in 1904 by way of New York City. This is where her story begins. So back in New York, the teenage daughter of a wealthy shipping magnate didn't want to participate in the arranged marriage her father had set up because she'd fallen in love with one of the much older servants who worked in their house.
How much older?
I don't know. Whole thing's scandalous and probably not good.
A
The
90-year-old.
teenage daughter fell in love with a much older servant. I don't know about this whole thing.
I emptied the chamber pots.
Yeah.
Horace, we haven't had chamber pots.
So what did you ask?
I do. You don't need to use those.
So the father tried to talk her out of marrying the guy, but she insisted. And he told her that he would still give them a significant cash wedding gift, like a dowry, but they had to leave New York because their union brought him so much shame. Probably because of all the chamber pot activity.
Yeah, probably. It's the only thing he does.
What year was this? I think that this happened in 1915. Were they calling them thunder pots at that time?
They
might have.
in 1915, didn't they?
But we're joking about chamber pots.
No, I know. Yes, of course we are. No, I'm sorry.
So I
don't know why I
guess.
all of a sudden took it for
Yeah.
a fact that he was emptying chamber pots. The thing we just made up.
Yeah.
It became truth in my head.
So never mind. Okay. So they agreed because they wanted that mun-mun, and their first stop out of the city was Yellowstone for their honeymoon. There was trouble the first night of the trip. She was like, oh man, I guess I shouldn't have married this extremely old man,
ancient butler,
like servant or whatever. So he started gambling and drinking all of their money away instantly. And the daughter was like, oh shit, what have I done? And this guy sucks.
I have great news. We're poor.
I'm terrible. You sound like Bill Hader.
What?
I feel like doing an impression.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Who do you sound like Bill Hader doing? I don't know.
Oh, that
Doesn't
man.
matter.
That man from Thriller.
Yeah. Vincent Price. Yeah. So she called her father to ask him for more money, and he said no. So their stay continued, and one night, a member of the hotel staff heard them fighting, and then the husband slamming the door as he left the room. He didn't come back, and the bride wasn't seen at all, so they were like, uh-oh. And they went to check the room and found her in the bathroom with her head cut off.
Ooh.
But no head in there. So they had to search the whole hotel until they finally found it in the crow's nest where the band plays. Now I'll tell you about what that is in a second. Ever since, guests have reported seeing a woman dressed in white holding her head under her arm. If you want to up the chances of seeing her, you might stay in their room, 127. The most terrifying part of this story? It's totally made up.
Oh.
Like, the person who made it up didn't even really try to pretend it was real.
April Fools.
So, yeah, it kind of is April Fools. But it just stuck around somehow.
Okay.
So a former bell captain, I don't know what that is.
It's a guy who runs a bell.
I guess, yeah, the guy in charge of the bell at the Old Faithful Inn, whose name was George Boorman, was being grilled by a reporter about the inn's ghosts. And the reporter wasn't taking no for an answer. The reporter was just like, so tell me about the ghosts. This place is super old, right? And George Boorman was like, there really aren't any ghosts. And the reporter was like, but there are. There have to be. This place is so old. And so finally, the guy pulled this story out of his ass, apparently.
Pretty good.
And just told this whole story. And then the reporter was like, wow, okay, so now what year did this happen? He reportedly said, any year you like. I just made the story up.
Wow.
But then somehow the story got out. I mean, I guess the reporter reported it anyway.
I like it.
And it became like fact over time.
Interesting.
But completely made up. But people still tell the story of the, what do they call it? The Headless Bride.
How crazy is that? How
Yeah.
Think about all the stories that likely don't get told anymore. You don't even know them because they don't
Right.
get told anymore.
Right.
But there've got to be thousands of millions of stories like that. Some guy baldly makes up a story like this, and not
Yes.
deliberately to entertain, but out
Somebody
of like
was just kind of like
agitation.
on him. Yeah.
Like, that's
totally.
amazing.
I know. It's crazy. And it just stuck because it's a good story. And you kind of want an old hotel to be haunted.
Of course.
A
Maybe that's
hotel
probably
was
why.
Built in 1904. It looks super cool and weird. Like, you
Yeah.
want there to be a ghost story attached. And particularly to have a ghost story attached to the crow's nest. Because I was
Yeah.
like, all right, what the hell is that? So I looked it up, and it's hard to explain. There'll be a link in the show notes. It'll be the Atlas Obscura link if you want to see what it looks like. It's this insane indoor treehouse with this 76-foot winding, rickety-ass staircase leading up to this like little structure. I can't imagine the band playing in it. I don't know how that works.
Do you hear
but
something?
Whatever. Yeah, it's like way up. I don't get it.
Barely.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I feel like I hear 76 trombones.
There's a trombone for every foot of the staircase.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really cool. It looks extremely dangerous. It's just
Yeah.
like sticks
Yeah.
as a staircase or
Weird.
whatever. And it's closed to the public now as far as like going on it, but you can still view it as just kind of like a weird curiosity inside this old hotel. So really cool and weird. And yeah, the legend is that like people have seen the ghost, holding her head under her arm in the crow's nest or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Like, why would that be? Just
know.
because it's cool and
Yeah,
weird?
because it's cool.
Yeah, it doesn't even really make sense for the story. There's no connection.
Well, I was also going to say, like, what is it about ghosts with their head cut off where they always hold it under their arm?
I don't know. That's just the place. It probably feels like too harsh and cruel or something to hold your own head by the hair.
Well, but like, don't try to put it back on your shoulders?
Yeah, you could do that too.
But then it doesn't
it's just, like,
accentuate that your head is severed.
Yeah, right.
So you
want to
to
be clear.
It feels like it's like the secret benefit of being a headless ghost is that
Yeah.
you're like, well, now I can do
This
kind of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So a staff member at another hotel in Yellowstone, the Lake Yellowstone Hotel, apparently hung around after his death. He's been seen in early 1900s clothes offering to help people having trouble getting their items up to the second floor. What if they take him up on it? What happens then? I don't know.
Maybe he'll just do it.
I guess so.
Sure.
And giving out tips about local trails.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's not very thrilling.
No, it's not. It's weird.
Take the blue trail.
Yeah.
It's very scenic and lovely.
Yes. But there was a different ghosty encounter that could be scary. I actually accidentally skipped it. At that same hotel, at the Old Faithful Hotel. There was a woman who said that she saw a lady dressed in 1800s clothes floating at the foot of her bed, and the next day, her husband showed the activities director claw marks on his back. What's the deal? Also, I like that they clearly put out a call to all staff for any weird stories from the past for the post on this website, because the post was like talking about the story of the headless bride, and then it was like, and also the activities director said that some guy came up to him one time and said that there were claw marks on his back and that his wife saw an 1800s ghost floating around.
Yeah,
I like to think of them being like, okay, we need a post. Does anybody know anything weird?
At their like morning meeting, they're like, okay, so we've got to obviously change over the thunder pots, lead some excursions.
Yeah.
Also, if anyone has any ghost stories, make sure you get them to me by 5.
Yes.
We have a blog post.
Yes, it's very fun. Okay, now let's go outside the hotels to the nature, which is freaky.
Okay.
So not necessarily ghosts, but just kind of like, you know, just weird natural things and kind of the stories that were made up around them. So in Yellowstone National Park, there's a hot spring called the Dragon's Mouth Spring because gases and steam from the spring create bubbles that burst on the roof of the cave and create a booming, gurgling noise that sounds like a dragon's roar.
What?
And steam comes out from it that looks like it's coming out from the mouth of the dragon. I'll be honest, sounds like water to me. But I love the idea of it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I was joking about Old Faithful before. You just said the Old Faithful. Is Old Faithful the geyser? Like, where's that?
I don't know.
It's in Yellowstone.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I guess all this, like, geothermic activity, whatever.
There's a ton of geothermic activity in Yellowstone.
Yeah, so it's creating these geysers and stuff.
Yes.
When water moves and fills voids and stuff, it does sound violent and gushy and wet, obviously. So,
yeah,
sure, Dragon's Mouth.
I didn't really...
It's kind of fun.
I didn't look into it, but apparently Yellowstone itself is an active volcano.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody can look into that themselves. That's not ghosty.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, it was like, it actually is a volcano. Did you know that?
Huh.
But we don't have to worry about it exploding or something. But there are all kinds of like hot activity.
Yeah.
Actually, that can bring me to my next thing. Dragons are a recurring theme in Yellowstone. There's also a boiling mud pot called Black Dragon Cauldron. What the hell is going on there? There are boiling mud pots around? Like, what is that?
I don't know. Get the janitor to empty out those boiling mud pots, though.
I know. Dragon's Mouth Spring is also by a mud volcano, separate thing.
Volcano.
I know not of these things, but I looked it up, and they're just like hot springs, but with a lower water supply, so it's all muddy.
Okay.
Now, you've been in a hot spring before, I think, right?
I have.
You were in Iceland?
Yes.
Was that nice?
You know, I found it really weird.
Uh-huh.
It was nice because it's nice being in water.
Right.
But I remember hearing my own bones crack.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I kept trying to look up, are other people experiencing this phenomenon?
Yeah.
And I wasn't getting a lot of data, so maybe it was just my own bones cracking. But it sounded like my entire body had eaten Pop Rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
I have no idea. I don't have any information. I don't take care of myself very well. Maybe my entire body was
Could you have been hearing the water around you, like seltzer?
I don't.
Was it like hot bubbles all around?
No, because I was wondering the same thing. I don't think so. Okay. And I was with Al and my brother-in-law Michael, and I think they were experiencing the same thing that I was.
Yeah.
I was just more, obsessed with like trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I don't think anyone else cares.
Yeah, that's so
I guess
weird.
It's normal. I don't know. But I don't like this idea of a mud volcano. I got to be honest with you. It sounds like a Timu volcano. Like if you want a volcano, you want magma and lava. You don't want icky icky,
mud.
sticky mud.
Honestly, the videos and
That
pictures
sucks.
of the mud volcanoes, I was like, ew,
Ew.
it's so bloopy. It
Yeah.
like looks like something gross from like Labyrinth or something, like some like gross 80s movie
Yes.
where I'm just like, ew,
Yeah.
what is this? Just picture just liquidy mud
volcano.
exploding in like bubbles and stuff.
Yeah, I'm good.
And like, is this everywhere when you're walking around? I mean, I know it's not. I'm sure it's fine, but like, how frequent are these mud volcanoes in Yellowstone?
Yeah.
Like, are you just
It
walking
sounds like-
around and you're like, ugh, another mud volcano? Ugh. Yeah.
It sounds like
Right.
It sounds
Yeah,
like where Yoda lives.
Blorpy. Yeah.
Right? Remember when
Yeah.
Yoda lived on that disgusting mud bog?
Kind of.
Dagobah?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Why would you choose to live there?
I don't know.
What a little creep.
Yeah. What's with Yoda? Remember when he did that Yoda voice a couple weeks ago? And it sounded
It was
like
really
shit.
good. How dare you?
It was really funny. Okay, so some Native Americans saw all of this thermal activity as being connected to spirits living underneath the ground, and anything happening above ground as being an expression of that spirit. It was also described by some as a sacred place where spirit and the land would meet. I'd be concerned about what kind of spirit this is.
I know.
That's expressing itself this way.
How come all these bubbles are rising up to the surface? Oh, that's just an expression of my spirit. That's some excuse. That's some declaration there. All right. I mean, good on you.
We should all start.
Excuse.
We should all start using that as an excuse for our bubbles.
I got it.
It's an expression of my spirit.
Thank you. How dare you? This guy was making fun of my spirit expression. Don't cover your nose. It's an expression of my spirit.
But I do genuinely think, besides the also, it's just the word mud is gross and it looks gross.
Yeah.
However, the theory is very cool. Like when I was reading about it, I was like, it is neat that there's all this like weird geothermal activity, like all this like weird hot shit underneath the ground, that it is kind of like roiling and everything. Yeah. It is really neat that there was this like spiritual belief that like that means something. You know what I mean? I actually do really like that
too. Well, it's very earthy. I mean, literally earthy.
Yeah.
But it harkens to that notion that actually in Iceland too, that thing of like, okay, well, we believe in elves,
right,
and we believe that they're an expression of nature, and it's like believing in the land.
Yeah, I really like stuff like that.
I like that too.
Yeah.
As much as we will gripe about mud bogs or whatever the hell, mud volcanoes.
Of course. Hot and messy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ugh, God. Can you imagine getting that on you?
No.
That would suck. Okay. There are also just general weird, creepy features of the outdoors in general, but in Yellowstone, I found kind of a fun article that was like scary things of Yellowstone. It was like there are carnivorous plants, bats, ravens. But also Yellowstone has a natural phenomenon that hasn't been explained. Nobody knows exactly why this is happening. And it's called lake music. Have you ever heard of this before?
No.
This like rang a bell to me. But so and I think this might happen other places too. I don't think it's specific to only Yellowstone, but Yellowstone also experiences this. So in the winter when Yellowstone Lake is frozen, but not totally frozen because all of that inner geothermic activity that also creates boiling mud pots prevents the lake from freezing entirely. If the conditions are just right, you can hear a faint sound that's kind of like blowing into a glass bottle, along with these creaks and pops of ice. And it's not totally proven why this noise is happening. It's like this kind of cool, like eerie, really faint. It's not like loud or anything, but it's just kind of like strange noise that happens just when like all the things line up.
The conditions are
it's
just
very
right.
strange.
Is there any chance that it could be as simple as, like you described, as blowing across a glass bottle?
Right.
Is there any chance that it's pretty much literally that? Ice, some sort of a concave bit of ice, and wind, just wind blowing across. Right? Like it could mimic, because a glass bottle is just an empty tube.
Right.
And you blow across, you put wind across the little opening, and it creates that little sound.
It's actually
Could it be wind?
below.
Oh,
The theory is that as ice freezes and expands, the water moving beneath it somehow makes that sound.
Oh.
Yeah. Really weird.
That's weird. No, that's like mermaids.
I know. Yeah, it is like mermaids. They're probably down there doing that. So it's like a little eerie. It's kind of like magical.
Yeah.
And super cool.
That's neat.
Yes. So speaking of Yellowstone Lake, indigenous people pass around stories about there being a water monster in the lake.
Hell yeah.
They said that it was a serpent-like creature, and depending on the telling, it was either there as a protector of the water or some sort of dangerous monster to avoid.
Mm-hmm.
So, depends on who you asked about it. And where I'm going to leave us is that I found a Reddit thread asking for creepy stories from Yellowstone, and mostly it had horrific accidents. I don't know if during your research you found a lot of things where it was like, oh yeah, there were some scary stories about parks. Something, gored people to death or whatever.
Yeah, yes.
So there was a lot of that. But there
Which
was,
obviously could be things that would perhaps fuel ghost stories, right?
Yes,
Like the idea
yes.
that there have been a bunch of accidental deaths or animal incidents or whatever feeds into a belief about the place.
right.
But yeah, I got tons of that. Like apparently that Die Hard park also has a plaque commemorating a steamship that exploded and killed like hundreds of people.
Oh man.
And so like that site, whenever you look up hauntings, but it's just like no one saw any ghosts. They're just saying
Right.
this horrific event
Yes.
may fuel beliefs in ghosts around the area.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, that's
yeah.
not quite the same to me.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like I want to actually hear somebody who claims that there is a sighting.
Yes, same. But this person, Profane 33, 8 years ago, had this to say. One time, a bear completely disappeared. Like he just vanished into thin air, never to be seen again.
What?
But some say on a moonlit night, when the air is still, you can still hear that bear.
What?
I'll say it again.
Okay.
One time, a bear completely disappeared. Like he just vanished into thin air, never to be seen again. But some say on a moonlit night, when the air is still, you can still hear that bear.
What?
I don't know.
Read it a third time.
Okay.
I'm kidding, but
Yeah.
But why a bear disappeared?
A bear disappeared, but on a moonlit night, you can hear that bear.
Why do they know the bear disappeared?
I don't know. I think it's just a joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
it's
think.
intended to be
I
a
think.
joke?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's not
But
very
it's weird.
It's not very funny.
Yeah, but it's so weird.
It's usually a hallmark of a joke. But yeah.
I don't know. The fact they said he vanished into thin air, never to be seen again, but some say on a moonlit night. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel
maybe
like
it's
it's
just
got the
dry.
rhythm of like a corny sort of setup for something. So,
Yeah, could be. Because who could be tracking the bears to say that the bear disappeared?
yes.
Right? You don't often see bears.
Right.
How do you know
Right.
it's gone?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just
And then
over
on
there.
a moonlit night, you can
Right.
hear it again.
Yeah.
So I took it as somebody being weird.
Yeah, I think
And
you're
I
probably
was
right about
amused.
that. Sure. Okay, very well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yellowstone. Mm-hmm. It's interesting. I'm familiar with the name, didn't know much about it.
No, me neither.
Picturing these boglands is interesting.
I know.
Yellowstone has
because-
brown mud.
Because there was so much about the mud volcanoes and the mud pots, I pictured it as you're just like walking through Yellowstone and constantly avoiding boiling mud. I know that can't be what the deal is, but it's kind of what I pictured.
Well, I'm pretty sure, again, it's bringing up a lot of Iceland because I think we did visit. I think it was in Iceland.
Yeah.
There was an area with a bunch of, what are these things called? Geysers.
Yeah.
And it was a localized area, though. So it would be like, come over here and you'll see the geysers. But if you don't go there, it's not like you're going to stumble across a geyser
Right.
blasting
Right.
hot mud in your face while you're just trying to walk a trail or something like that.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, I don't know why it would be that, like, I guess it's just where the ground is. The conditions are just right for this to be a geyser central area, but
Yes.
otherwise
Yeah.
normal forest.
Or just like anywhere that would have, hot springs, but there's less water, so then it's a mud spring.
Yes, right. Mm-hmm. The mud springs. You want to go swimming in the mud springs? No.
I don't know. People do that places. Like, I can't think, I have no idea where, but there are people who go fancy places and then they like put the mud all over themselves or whatever because it's supposed to be like
Yes.
good for you.
I feel like that's usually at a spa and not just mud.
No, it is at a spa, but no, there are like places where it's like, oh, this mud is supposed to be so healing for you, and then they like smush it all over themselves.
You're right.
Yeah.
I think there's a gag in the trailer for the reboot of Vacation where Ed Helms is rubbing mud all over himself. and they don't realize they're not at a natural spring.
Oh God, is it like elephant shit or something?
I think it's worse. I think it's like a sewage treatment plant, and it's like human sewage at Helms Rub. And the behind the scenes was that he just did that. It wasn't even for the movie. He was really doing it for real.
Oh my God!
Still does.
April Fools.
It always does.
Nice try, William.
I wasn't even.
See, I'm starting to.
No, it's true.
I'm starting to get wise.
That's all real.
How dare you?
Ed Helms is disgusting.
Oh, God. Well, everybody, thank you so much
for joining us for a little walk in the park.
Yes, absolutely. We'll be back next week to talk about something else. But in the meantime, if you would like more, you can go to Patreon, check out all that stuff we talked about, that brand new Scream 7 commentary, our new episode from this Monday, along with 257 other episodes.
Yeah.
Is that number right?
I think 258 other episodes.
Damn it.
Yeah, you suck.
Yeah, I do. And you can also follow us on social media. We are at GTTUpod everywhere, and we are also there individually. I'm at Chillin' Kristen.
I'm at The Myth Traveler. As this episode comes out on Friday, join me tomorrow at Smod Castle Cinemas, Kevin Smith's movie theater. He's going to be part of a live reading of Die Hard. Mm-hmm. I will be introducing that show. If tickets are still available, go snap them up now.
Yeah.
It'll be super fun. Come check it out. And once again, thank you all for being here.
Yes, thank you.
We'll be back next week for more scary, fun stories.
Oh, yeah.
But until that time comes, we must travel.
Back to the Netherworld, go we. Let's pack up the Winnebago and head to a park.
Hold on to your gumdrops. We're going to the Peppermint Forest.
But I'm scared.
Don't worry, Grandma Nut will be there.